The newly opened Oakville Grill and Cellar in the Fulton Market District features charcuterie boards and intimate wine tasting experiences.
Here in our Studio 41 kitchen with a look at the current tasting is Executive Chef Max Robbins. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We are excited because we both like wine and cheese and meat.
Got us there.
Yeah.
So charcuterie boards, I mean, people have been talking about charcuteries, I feel like, for a while.
Yeah.
But to make a good charcuterie board, what does it take?
I think for us, it's a lot about sourcing. So it's not about doing too much to ingredient. It's about finding things that people enjoy, some expected, some unexpected, and making a nice mix. So with our charcuterie boards, it's not so much like you can order a meat and order a cheese. We wanted to model after some of the tasting experiences that the vineyards provide in Napa Valley. So when you go to these vineyards, it's not like, here's an olive, here's this glass with this olive. It's here's a bunch of food that's meant to be enjoyed with wine, and then here's a bunch of wine so you can kind of taste the differences. So when a guest books our tasting room cellar door experience, they have the option to purchase a board and add a board to their experience, and it kind of food meant to be enjoyed with wine.
Oh,
Okay,
I love that.
all right, so what does this board have?
Yeah, what are we doing?
So first we're kind of starting with the accoutrement. I figured we could make them together. So these are Gordal olives. One thing that we really love, I think that Napa Valley and olives kind of go together. So I think that one thing that we really like to do is take a really nice ingredient and do a very simple marinade or a very simple addition to it. So this is just good olive oil with lemon zest and black pepper, and all we're gonna do is just mix it together. It's like super simple.
So we're putting olive oils on olive.
On the olive.
Yeah. Well, our wine director, Richard, likes to say things that grow together go together.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Or
Right.
if it's the same thing, it goes together,
yeah,
right?
there you go.
So we'll marinate these. And then these are Marcona almonds. They're like a little bit richer, more buttery almond. They're really, really nice.
Let's taste those.
Yeah, they're really good.
Okay.
And so this is just rosemary that we fried really quickly in the pan. And all we're gonna do is just kind of crush it up and toss them together. So we'll let this sit for a day, and it'll kind of infuse a little bit of flavor. And
Just from that?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Wow.
all we're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
And then do you stuff them or are they separate on the plate?
So these are gonna go separately.
Got it, okay.
When the guest has one of these boards, they'll enjoy some of our local breads and house-made crackers, as well as some of these accoutrements.
Oh, okay, so it goes like
Gotcha.
that. Okay, it doesn't necessarily lay on the board.
No, and then our board that's finished over here, I figured we could make. And I think the key to this is finding things that you know people like, and then a couple unexpected things. So for us, we have an Oakwood grill that we like to cook some of our meats on. It imparts a smoky flavor. And so we smoke this chorizo or cook this chorizo in the grill. So that's one thing that I could recommend, especially in the summer, is you can do some things on the barbecue grill. You could do some things that are fried and crispy, like we have the potato chips here. You could do some things that are fresh. You could put cheeses. We have this honey that we really love from a company called Heaven's Honey. It's a local company.
I
And
like
then
that
we
the whole
put mustard.
honeycomb, too. You
The
could
whole
just eat it.
honeycomb, yeah,
Okay.
because we want to showcase the beautiful products.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So I'm always interested in where you place
me
things on the
too. I never
charcuterie
make
board.
cute ones.
Well, where do you want to place them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And that's kind of what, you know what I
to
mean?
do.
It's like there's no right or wrong answer. So I think that with anything, practice makes perfect, and then you find your eye, your design. You're talking about paint colors before, right?
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong. If you like something, then go with it. I think that owning it and making it your own is really the key. You know, be confident in your cooking.
So just be confident in the mess that I put out there usually.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, well, I think
it's my own
100%. But if you put it out there with confidence, no, I mean for us, I think that doing less is more. A lot of people will try to go a little bit too elaborate.
Sure.
So again, we really stand by the products that we have. So we want those to be highlighted.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got the chorizo, but you've got a couple other meats on there. What else do you have?
Yeah, absolutely. So we also want to feature from our Oakwood grill a little bit of beef. So we do some beef skewers, usually of a Wagyu or a high-grade beef. And again, that's something that you could do. Go to a local grocery store, get a nice cut of beef. You don't need a lot because they're really rich. So just a nice thing, kissed on the barbecue, a little bit of smoke. We finish it with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. And then we have different cheeses. Again, there's no right or wrong. What I like to do is kind of mix and match. So you've got some soft cheeses, some hard cheeses, some cow cheese, some goat cheese. All of these cheeses are from Wisconsin or Indiana.
Oh, great.
We like to feature local products. And then our charcuterie also is from the local market. So here I've got a really interesting cheddar cheese that has been inoculated with like blue cheese in it. So it'll
that's
have some blue
interesting.
cheese veins in it. And then a semi-firm goat cheese that has herbs, that'll bring out the flavor and kind of bring out the summer flavor. And then this is an Alpine style cheese from Wisconsin.
Oh,
Okay.
So you'd place them wherever. Now for the meats, I know y'all love meats.
Yeah.
You want to reach in and try
yes,
some.
I do.
What guys?
So this is copa, so it's a pig that's been cured from the kind of shoulder
This one
neck
looks
muscle.
bacony.
Yeah, that is.
Oh,
Oh,
my
there you go.
goodness, I
That's
did. Got the whole thing.
pancetta, so it's kind of like bacon that hasn't been smoked.
Oh.
And so I kind of like to just, curl them up and make little ribbons so they can kind of stand nice and tall. I think another key with these meats are letting them temper. I think a lot of people are really concerned about letting things sit out, but with these, especially things that contain a lot of fats like meat and cheeses, your body has a natural reaction that you enjoy. Think about butter, where when it melts close to your body temperature, that's the way that we enjoy it the most. So let it sit out for maybe about an hour before you're ready to serve it.
All right, so let's talk about the space here for a second here. Napa Valley inspired comfort food. Guest-driven menu. What is a guest-driven menu?
Yeah, so that's kind of a phrase that I think we coined recently. I think that a lot of chefs, especially recently, have gotten into saying, this is chef-driven food. This is what I want to serve. This is what we want to serve. This is what we love. And I don't know if people are really eating like that anymore. I think that people are educated, people are foodies, people watch Food Network, they read, they know what they like, they cook at home. So rather than trying to say, here's this kind of obscure or different or weird thing, what we try to do is the best version of food that people want and like. So whether that's truffle fries or whether that's simply prepared fishes or nice salads, I think we're kind of shifting the way that we think about it by looking at what sells at our other restaurants, looking what people respond to and saying, let's do that. And then our menu changes and evolve over time as people give feedback of what they like and don't like.
I like that. And then,
Right,
of course,
Chef Max.
obviously comes with some wine,
Yes,
too.
okay.
wine,
Here,
yeah.
you gotta test
Yes.
the wine. Chef Max, thanks for joining us.
Thank
The
you.
Oakville Grill and Cellar is in the Fulton Market District, as we mentioned. It's
that's
over on
good.
Green Street. There's the social media handles as well as the website. Check them out and get one of these charcuterie boards and some wine.
That's
Yeah, it's
really
good.
good. Yeah.